Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. Man, you need to figure this thing out. You need to figure out what you are doing. What are your motivations? What are your motivations? There are three ways that you could pretty much tell who a person is and when they're going, where they're going in life. Excuse me, by looking at their goals, right? Where do they see themselves? Where are they placing their energy? This is important because you get to figure out how big of a thinker this person is, how much self-esteem, how much faith they have in themselves, where they are mentally, right? A person's motivations, also known as their intentions pretty much. What are they focused on? This is different than goals in very specific ways. But and lastly, how they make their choices, because how they make their choices is going to affect their goals and their motivations. Now, you need to ask yourself where you fall when it comes into these next 3 points, man. Are you the type of person that runs from pain? Do you chase pleasure? Or are you setting goals and approaching your life based on the fact that you just want to appreciate this journey and you just want to appreciate who you want to be, right? So, as far as running from pain, this is what a lot of people do more so subconsciously. This is the pay less, buy one, get one free type of thing. The thing about this is, man, and I don't want to get too deep into spirituality, but the thing about this is more of a fearful state of mind. This is a state of mind that's more anxiety filled, right? This is like the three-headed snake. This is the Abrahamic religions type of mentality, man. The Christianity, Judaism, Islam type of mentality, where yes, they preach about all the goodness and the happiness in the world, but ultimately the goal is to not go to hell. Like constantly reminding yourself, this is a sin, this is haram, this is against what I've been taught, not going to hell, fighting these inner demons, telling everybody that they're not righteous, telling everybody that if you're not over here, then you're going down there. This is you understanding that there is a lot of anxiety in yourself, there's a lot of depression in this world. We have to run from that. This obsession with death, something that you don't even barely understand, right? This is a very chaotic state of mind because if you're under that pressure to run from pain, there's a lot of things that you will do. This is where a lot of people develop issues, right? All the PTSD in the world, people constantly looking at their past and developing anxiety and trying to escape that like an animal, right? Then we have the middle path, right? This is more like a Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was on the marathon. He didn't get acknowledged. Even right before his death, he was still grinding for a very long time. I listened to, I don't want to make this about me, but I found out about Nip when I was 18. So in about 2009, 2008, 2009, the first song I ever heard was Hustle in the House. And look, 10 years later, more than 10 years later, it took him this long for him to actually get get his process going, but he stuck to it. He focused on what he was going to become, who he was going to become more so than just trying to make that quick radio hit, trying to sign every deal. You know what I'm saying? This is the more unnatural path, more than running from pain and more than chasing pleasure, because the human brain is an organism that is based off of instant gratification. Instant gratification, the magic pill, the overnight success. That is our hard wiring. Okay, so all the people who complain about this type of mentality, you just don't understand that that's perfectly natural. Just like all three of these are perfectly natural, but for you to take control of for you to try to take control of yourself, for you to try to master yourself, for you to try to overcome that darkness and these shadows of chasing something that's not necessarily there and running from something that's not necessarily there. Those things make the least amount of sense. And excuse me, I did say that the middle part, the middle path aspect of these three are unnatural, is unnatural, but at the same time, it is when you live in a state of abundance, right? Appreciating who you're gonna become, and then we have chasing that pleasure, man. Of course, that's that left hand path, right? And the left hand path is pretty much based on self deification, based on you living your best life and not understanding what people have to understand about you, not perceiving what people understand about you. Hedonism in a lot of forms, but not in every form. Not every person on the left hand path is just chasing pleasure, just trying to get that, just trying to chase the dragon. That's not what it is. But if you just look at what the internet does, look at all the advertisement, the marketing, quench your thirst, Nike, just do it. Don't you want to look like this? I could show you how to lose 7 pounds a day. Like, bro, you could fix it however you want to fix it, but ultimately, most of what we do is taking advantage of that instant gratification that we have to automatically feel just as human beings. This is living in a state of urgency. And there's nothing wrong with living in a state of urgency and chasing pleasure if you're behind. If you feel like you're not going to be here in 3 days, if you have that mentality that well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to go to college. I just want to get out here and get it right now. Like, bro, what are you what are you so afraid of, bro? This is constantly telling yourself, I'm not good enough. What is next? What's gonna become of me? If this doesn't happen, then this has to happen. Like, bro, how could you live like that? And to be honest, I bounce from each of these three. I wanna say weekly. I'm either boom, urgency, gotta grind. Or you know what? Let me just do these push ups. Let me just get on this bench press. Let me just relax. Let me just visualize myself in that place, in that space I want to be. Or, oh no, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen because I had a dream last night. I'm gonna be homeless. But it's it's really up to you knowing yourself. Because I did say this. If you look through my videos, I did say I talked about this years and years ago. But my confirmation was when I heard one of my mentors make a video on it, and I never thought that anybody else really thought like that or could compartmentalize how we behavior pretty much. Now, as far as running from pain, I think, of course, how we are programmed. I think people who think more so like me would find this to be the most acceptable because, bro, people like me are going to get lazy, are going to get soft, are going to let things go down and backwards if there's not always imminent fear, immediate danger, if there's not always a lion at my door when I open the door. It's just, that's just how it is. Some people can't operate being comfortable. The people who can are the people who chase pleasure because that's their ultimate goal. My ultimate goal, yes, is to be able to just slow down and go to Milan if I feel like it, go to Mexico if I feel like it, go to Hawaii. But unfortunately, that's not where I am right now. Fortunately, that's not where I am right now. Both. Why both? Because just like a lot of you guys watching, if I had $5 million tomorrow, something bad would probably happen to me. I probably wouldn't last more than 2 years with that $5 million because I know how I am. I don't even want to tell you what I would do with that bread. But guess what? It wouldn't be constructive. And that's another thing. I don't even want to go off on this side note, but the side note is, bro, why don't you have these goals? Why don't you have this woman? Why don't you have these cars? Why don't you have this money? Because the universe can see what you would do with it. The universe sees how you treat $5, bro. The universe sees what you did with that stimulus check, bro. And if you don't believe in the universe, the law of attraction. Okay, your body, if you don't believe in that, your subconscious mind sees what you do with your money, and then it sets up mental blocks, and it pushes away your opportunities. You push away your opportunities, these jobs you apply for, these interviews you go to. Your body language, your mind, your eye contact, your energy is pushing away these opportunities because the look on your face, how you dress, the words you use, you speak like you can't handle this job. You speak like you order Uber Eats every day when you got the stimulus check. You speak like that. That's how you come off because that's what's in your body. Because your habits form these energies in your body. Watch the video I made called Protect Yourself from Yourself. Okay? That's what you put out. That's what you act like. Facts. So, put yourself in these categories. You don't necessarily have to put yourself in these categories and brand yourself for life, but definitely put yourself in a position where you see with a magnifying glass where you are. Do you chase pleasure? Are you always trying to get the new this, get the new that, fill in this blank, fill this void? How do you socialize with women, bro? Where is your mind? Chasing pleasure. Do you just want the box? Do you come off like you just want the box? Right? Then we have running from fear. Do you come off like you're codependent, like me? And you're like, you know what? I could put up this, I can show her I could show her that I'm calm in these situations, and I could juggle, right? And I could tame a lion. But at the end of the day, I just don't want you to leave me. Because if you do, then I don't know, right? Is that what you're doing? You're running from fear? And look at this language: running, chasing, anxiety, heart beating, heart beating faster than a new, bro. Or are you setting goals? Are you doing the unnatural thing? Are you acting like when you wake up, you're going to have all 10 of your fingers, all 10 of your toes, all 30-ish of your teeth? Are you waking up like that? I'm not filled with super abundance, but I'm also not obsessed with my past and I'm not looking back. I'm also not anxiety filled and looking at my future and trying to manifest something that I don't even necessarily know that I want because I can't be clear because I'm running. How much can you see? How much can you actually take in and process when you're running? How much can you actually see and process when you're chasing? I think this is all about self awareness and clarity. Self awareness, clarity, being aware of your history, and being aware of statistics, probabilities. Understanding that yes, you have to be unique, but you also have to be practical. Yes, you could be different, but you also have to be relatable. That harmony, that harmony. Yes, you can run from, yes, you can avoid fear and pursue pleasure, but who will you become in the process? Going back to my last point, yes, you could win $1 million. Yes, somebody in your family that you didn't even know exist right now could pass away and leave you $5 million just because they didn't like your mom. Yes, that could happen, but what are you gonna do with it? You got $5 million in your pocket right now. You don't even know it. You got $5 million in your body right now, and you don't even know it. No conspiracy theory. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your awareness. I'm talking about the person inside of you that is going to be magnetic. towards this money, towards these women, towards these cars, towards these trips, whatever you want to do, that person is inside you. But you can't stifle this person with your lack of clarity. Why would you do that? This person is constantly in your ear, constantly. And by you running away, or chasing, you acknowledging your anxiety constantly, we all have it because it's natural. You're not supposed to be content. You're not supposed to move slow, but do something different. Learn from Nip. Rest in peace, King Nipsey, man. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Life is in the breath. Breathing in. Peace.